Hi, this is Dr. Robert Rutledge, and I thought I'd talk some more about some recent research describing the long-term results of the laparoscopic gastric band. The laparoscopic gastric band's history may not be known to everyone, so it might be worth reviewing. That in the early 90s, the lap band became available throughout Europe. And in that time, there were very few options as far as minimally invasive surgery, so the lap band, the laparoscopic gastric band, began to really take off. It swept through Europe as a short, simple, safe, effective type of a surgery, at least, if not a gastric bypass, a weight loss surgery that was effective in dealing with the terrible problem of serious obesity. Approximately 10 years later, though, now we are seeing the long-term results of the lap band, and throughout Europe, and recently, as published in the article by Suter that we're going to talk about today, the lap band is losing its cachet amongst bariatric surgeons. Throughout Spain, Switzerland, and really across Europe, the failures of the band is beginning to be recognized. And so we see that the use of the lap band, the laparoscopic gastric band, is dropping precipitously. As an example, in Switzerland in 1998, approximately 20 lap bands were done for every gastric bypass that was done in the country of Switzerland. In 2004, when this same survey was repeated, the number of lap bands had dropped to 1 lap band for every 4 gastric bypasses. So a tremendous turnabout in the surgeons in Europe. And the reasons behind this are shown in the recent study published in the journal Obesity Surgery by Suter and his colleagues in Switzerland. And what they showed is that almost 40% of patients will fail their weight loss after the lap band as it reaches between 5 and 10 years later. They showed almost a third of patients or more will have major complications, and that this rate of complications increases as every year passes, such that 20% of patients or more had to have major surgery to treat one of these complications. Things like the lap band eroding, inability to eat, reflux esophagitis, esophageal dilation, perforation, and things like that. So this new article by Suter matches what surgeons have been saying by changing their own practice in Europe. Now in America, we're different because the lap band really took an extra 10 years to be approved in the United States. And so our results are probably 10 years behind that of Europe. But still, one can see what the future of the lap band in the United States is going to be like by looking at this paper by Suter and another paper by Caminiti that showed essentially the same thing. Almost 75% of patients in that study had major device-related complications at 10 years. In summary then, the lap band looked very attractive, short and simple and effective. What it turns out to be, though, is a short and simple surgery that has progressively increasing complications and a progressive increase in failure of weight loss as time goes by. In our opinion, it's not the best choice for weight loss surgery, and in many cases we don't think it should be used at all. Thanks very much for listening, and talk to you again soon.